Hi, it's Steph. Thanks for clicking. This is my intro for Deck of Panning 2026. Emily of Emily and Max created this project. I believe this is the 6th year it's running. I could be incorrect about that. It's the 2nd year that I am doing this. As we know, we take our deck of cards, we draw cards and then match them to the game board that Emily maintains. The face cards are the same all year, but she does change them each year, so they are different now than they were in December. And then the number cards get shuffled every month. We take whatever prompt matches to that card, and that gives us a guideline for what we should pull from our makeup or beauty collection to use next. For this project, you do get to choose whatever goal you like. Sometimes the cards tell you what your goal is, and other times you get to decide on your own. Hopefully I'm going to be able to meet more goals than I did last year. I'm doing fewer projects. It's like 1.5 projects less than I was doing last year, so I should be set up a little bit better this time. And I have my deck of cards. These are different than the ones I used last year. Last year I had my Moose cards. These are Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows cards. I own exactly 2 decks of cards. These ones were a gift from my brother. I've had them for years. I use the Moose ones more often, but we will get these nice and broken in. I have shuffled them, but we'll shuffle them again in a minute. I do, of course, have the game board up on my left, and so I'll be consulting that whenever I draw my cards. I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling. The face cards, of course, have a double likelihood of being drawn. Since there are 2 black jacks, for instance, that means that there's twice the chance that you'll get that prompt because it's just assigned to the color and not to each individual face card. It looks like the veto is back as a face card as well, so that's a double chance of drawing a veto. I would have liked that last year for the in it for the long hauls that I kept getting. So we'll see if I can avoid that quite so often this time. I did not get the Joker last year at all. Just 3 in it for the long hauls. All right, there will be our last shuffle, so we're going to see what our cards are. The first one is the Ace of Hearts, and the Ace of Hearts is pick up 2. Fabulous. We're off to a great start, so I will have 6 products at the beginning instead of the usual 5. I tried to set that next to me and I dropped it, so that's why there was a cut there. I'm not cheating, I promise. 7 of clubs. The 7 of clubs is chopping block, so I have to find something on my chopping block for this card. Looks like Remus and Tonks on that one. Next card, we have the 4 of spades. There we've got Snape, and that one is home. So something that reminds you of your home or your hometown. And so we're going to see what I can come up with that for that one. That's an interesting one. I kind of like that prompt because it makes you think. Next up, there is the 3 of diamonds, and I believe that's Narcissa Malfoy. And the 3 of diamonds is favorite color. Okay, my favorite color is purple, but this can be like your favorite blush color or something along those lines. So we'll see what direction I decide to go with that one. That was my 3rd. I need 3 more. And here we have the 3 of hearts. We have someone's hand, I think it was both Hermione and Harry, holding the locket that is a Horcrux. But the 6 of hearts is favorite category. My favorite category is lipstick, so I'm probably going to pick a lipstick. Got 2 more cards. This one is the 6 of spades. We've got Voldemort on that one. Affordable, so something from an affordable brand. And then last one, this is the extra card. That's the 5 of spades. We have Peter Pettigrew on that one, I think. No, you're not Peter Pettigrew. You are the historian. I don't remember her name right now. That's who that is. And the 5 of spades is discontinued. That's not hard. I have a lot of discontinued products. So I will be back and we'll see what I found. All right, that took me a little while. And I have an extra product because the very first card that I drew was the Ace of Hearts, which was draw 2. So for the draw 2, I have to meet goal on both of the next 2 items before I can roll out the draw 2. So I'll be working on 6 prompts until then. The first card that applies to is the 7 of clubs, and the 7 of clubs is chopping block. What I'm really doing here is a chopping block for the entire category. This is my Bobbi Brown Instant Longwear Makeup Remover. I had this in Ancient Mythos with a goal to finish it. I did not. That orange line is from when Ancient Mythos ended in November, and the yellow line is now. So I really haven't used it very much since then, even though I did find a way to use this. So honestly, at this point, I don't know if I need a makeup remover at all. My goal is going to be to finish this makeup remover, since apparently putting it in a project is the only way that I use it, and it gives me something to think about as to whether or not I need a makeup remover. I use a makeup eraser wipe with just water, and that removes most of my makeup. Then I use a cleanser, and then I take a shower. So that gets my face clean, and I don't really know that I technically need a product like this. So we're gonna find out by finishing this one. The other card that I need to meet goal on before I can get out of my draw two is the Four of Spades, and this one is home. Home is something that is a brand from your country, something that reminds you of your country, or something that feels like coming home. I live in the US, and specifically I live in the Pittsburgh area. I did grow up in the Pittsburgh area, and then after college I moved to North Dakota for 4 years, and then I was in Eastern Washington for 6 years. Then I moved back, and so one of the things that was kind of refreshing whenever I got back to Pittsburgh is the color scheme. I am filming this on January 13th, and to be honest, I don't really care about football, but we're all still pretty sore with our tail between our legs due to our embarrassing playoff loss last night. And Pittsburgh is kind of unique in that all three of our major men's sports teams have the same colors. Our football team, the Steelers, our baseball team, the Pirates, and our hockey team, the Penguins, all have the same colors, and they are considered our city colors. We refer to them as black and gold, though we're aware that the gold is really technically a yellow. We still call it gold. This is the OPI nail lacquer in the shade Onyx Skies. This is the OPI nail lacquer in the shade Exotic Birds Do Not Tweet, and they are our city colors. So I will be using each of these 5 times. These are also, by the way, made in the USA, so it fits the home prompt that way as well. So I will use each of these 5 times. This time does not count, and then I will consider this to be a goal met. My next card was the Three of Diamonds, and Three of Diamonds is your favorite color, and I decided to go with what really is my favorite color, which is purple. This is a Cynthia Rowley eyeliner. It does not have a shade name, but it is purple, and I do really like that shade of purple as well. It's kind of an iridescent color, and evidently that is popping out. But I'm going to use this 10 times for this card, and then it'll be a rollout. My next card was the Six of Hearts, and that is favorite category. My favorite category is lipstick. What I picked is a lip crayon, but it's the same thing. This is the Beauty Crop PBJ Creamy Lip Crayon Smoothie Stick, whatever words are in the correct order on the screen, in the shade Guava Nice Day. My goal is to use this 10 times. That's all the way rolled up, and so once this gets 10 uses, it'll be a goal met. My next card was the Six of Spades, and that is affordable. This might make you laugh. This is the Ulta Beauty Poreless Face Primer. I actually rolled this into this project last year and failed to even open it. I didn't even get to it. My goal is going to be to finish it. I have started using it, so that it will happen this time. I've used it twice. I think this is interesting that it's actually in a lip gloss tube, but it is a face primer, and I am going to finish this off. It's not all that full. I'm going to mark it. It wasn't full to begin with. It's roughly there. It's not settled, but most of this was air in the first place, but it'll be empty when I'm done. And last was the Five of Spades, which is discontinued. And my discontinued item is also a discontinued brand. This is from the Coastal Scents Blush and Bronzer palette. This is like a sampler from that palette that they used to have. It actually has a blush and highlighter in it. And my goal is going to be to use each the blush and the highlighter 10 times. And so we're going to see how long it takes me to do that. It might be 2 months. I have a highlighter in another project. For next time, my best chance at a rollout might be the primer, just because there's not a whole lot in here in the first place. And we'll see if I can meet goal on that. Wish me luck. Good luck with your projects, and I will see you next month. Bye!